Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mendaseason. I am going to be giving you guys a guide or a build for the legendary campaign if you guys do plan on doing this solo. This video is for the more non-experienced players, but this is a build that something you can have some of these mods. If you don't have all these mods, it is perfectly fine. It might make it a little bit harder, but you can still be able to push through it. So let's get into this. Starting off, the first thing I did when I did my legendary campaign was I soloed it and I used Devour on my Warlock, the Nova Bomb Vortex. I used the Healing Rift, Burst Glide, Pocket Singularity, and the Vortex Grenade with the aspects of Feed the Void and Child of the Old Gods. For my fragments, I use Echo of Expulsion, Echo of Undermining, Remnants, and Reprisal. The reason I use these is because these are the ones that I found that paired together the best with some of the nades and obviously my super. For the weapon of choice, I chose the Ignition Code with the Blinding Grenades. It also has lead from gold, so whenever I get heavy ammo, I get ammo for this weapon as well. I also have Vorpal weapons, so I can do more damage against bosses. For my secondary weapon, I picked up this from the beginning of... I got this from the beginning of the campaign. The first mission I got as a world drop. I believe it was a world drop. It might have been something else, but I got this roll. I got autoloading, thresh, accurized, and small bore. This thing right here, the funnel web, I brought it through my whole campaign experience, and I definitely would recommend it. There's a lot of void shields, and I definitely would recommend bringing the funnel web. For the heavy weapon, I use the Gjallarhorn. This thing just goes without saying, it's the best thing to bring in. I also have the catalyst on it, but you guys do not really need it like that. I also have the Gjallarhorn catalyst with it, but it does just help with a little bit more damage. But other than that, we can go into the armor mods. Starting off with my helmet, I have the Discipline and Elemental Armaments. So the reason I focus my build a lot on Discipline is because of this perk right here, or these Elemental Well mods. So this one says Combatant Final Blows with the damage type that matches your subclass have an escalating chance to spawn an Elemental Well. So the reason I'm using that is because I'm using a Void weapon with a Void Walker. Obviously they did change the way that Masterwork weapons generate orbs of light, so I didn't want to go the route of taking charge and all that other stuff. So what I did is I used the Elemental Well mods, and that's just what I found out to be the best for me. For my gauntlets, I started using the Elemental Ordnance, so I can pretty much use my grenade and spawn a Elemental Well. This is really good for me because Devour, every time you get kills with your weapon, you get grenade energy back and melee energy back, and I just kept proccing Devour and obviously getting Elemental Ordnance procced. When I needed kills, I would use my funnel web. I would make sure that I got Elemental Armaments procced, and I pretty much just had those two back and forth. On my chest piece, I use Protective Light. This is the main reason I use the other mods to get elemental charges, because Protective Light gives you a whole bunch of damage resistance, and that's definitely needed in something that's a harder campaign or a harder mission for you. So I also have Concussive Dampener because of the Scorn. Definitely something, it's a lot of the new enemies have blast attacks, so it's definitely good to have that. My boots, I have Elemental Charge, so I can get Charge of Light for Protective Light, and then my bond, I use Striking Light, so I get damage resistance when I'm charged with light. Other than that, that's pretty much my build that I used. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that, you guys can drop them down below in the comment section, or you guys can come to my Twitch, or you guys can come over to my Twitch down in the description. But thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully you guys do take some notes or learn anything from this. But thank you guys so much. Peace out.